There we go. There's our special guest of honor tonight.
OHSAA football on Waycross Sports, brought to you by Wild Birds Unlimited, your backyard bird feeding specialist on Kemper and Winton Roads next to Fitworks. Call them at 825-7777. Neiman Plumbing. Visit them at www.neimanplumbing.com or call them at 513-851-5588. And Star One Realtors. Visit them at www.starone.com. One goal, one passion. Call them at their Northwest office at 513-385-0900. And the Driver Ed Academy, where your safety begins. Visit them at www.driveredacademy.com or call them at 729-2550.
Welcome to 8801 Cheviot Road, home of the Colerain Cardinals, where tonight your Cardinals welcome the Lakota East Thunderhawks for Week 7 of GMC action. This is Chris Ivanitis along with Brian and Brandon Wyatt from WeAreColerain.com in conjunction with Waycross Community Media, bringing you tonight's exciting high school football action. Tonight is homecoming here at Colerain, so we've got all kinds of exciting things going on. And we're very excited to be bringing you a very good contest between the 4-2 Colerain Cardinals and the 5-1 Lakota East Thunderhawks, who you can see now taking the field. Again, for those of you joining us live on WeAreColerain.com, thank you so much. We appreciate that. As a quick reminder, you can reach us here in the booth, radio at WeAreColerain.com. And, of course, if you're watching live on our YouTube channel, you can reach us in the chat room as well. We'd love to hear from you. There we are. Hi.
And
this is Chris along with Brian and Brandon. Thanks for joining tonight's broadcast. We have got a great game for you tonight. It's going to be a quick one, so you don't have to worry about this one being one of those long 3 or 4 hour football type affairs. We got two teams, guys, who absolutely love to run the football. This Lakota East team is, as crazy as it sounds, the best in the GMC at doing it.
And we're going to see option right, and we're going to see option left. And then when Colerain gets the ball, we're going to see option right. And then we're going to see option left. I think we're going to see a lot of option tonight.
Yeah, just all night we're going to hear Ivan Pace. Ivan Pace for Colerain. It's going to be fullback against fullback. Jack Dombrowski from the Lakota East Thunderhawks leads the GMC over 900 yards rushing and 18 touchdowns on the season. So it's going to be a fullback fest.
Absolutely. Jack is going to get a lot of carries tonight, as you mentioned. Leads the GMC in yards, leads the GMC in attempts, leads the GMC in touchdowns. So there's absolutely no question that the key to winning this game for the Colerain Cardinals is going to be stopping Jack DeBrosi. Offensively, I want to see what this offense can do around the sides. I want to see them test Lakota East on the edges a little bit. I think that's going to be a big part of their success tonight.
Look for Sincere Jones, J.J. Davis, the breakaway threats from Colerain, and Hicks, the wide receiver. But, they got a flyer on their own as Jeff Garcia from Lakota East, only 5'7", but he's averaging almost 9.5 yards a carry. Colerain had won the toss and deferred to the second half. So Lakota East will be starting.
So 12 minutes on the clock here at Colerain High School. It is homecoming. It is a beautiful night here at Cardinal Stadium. The cage has come to know, and we are underway. Gets his foot underneath it, does our kicker, caught inside the 5-yard line. Taken out to the 10, the 15, the 20, and immediately taken down. Wow. Right at about the 16-yard line. It looks like that's where Lakota East will take over, first down and 10.
And an early start to the guy whose name we're going to hear a lot trying to tackle that fullback, Dan Bolden, with the special teams tackle.
Yeah, that was their flyer. That was Jeff Garcia. Tried to find some room outside. Nothing there. Bolden, the first man to making. Sure tackling. Big hit. Lakota will start the ball game with their own, let's call it the 18-yard line.
So they did get it out to the 18. I'll tell you what, fellas, I'm pumped up. We're going to have a good game tonight. We're going to talk a lot about DeBrosi and a lot about Bolden because they're going to be hitting each other a lot. There's a fake handoff across the middle. Fry keeps it to quarterback, and he's going to take it out to about the 25-yard line. So a little trickaroo early on.
Yeah, Dylan Fry makes the proper read, feeds it to the fullback, and the fullback was just collapsed on. Keeps it himself, takes it up the middle. Positive yards. They'll give him 7 on first down.
And it'll be interesting to see how the Cardinals play this. Sometimes you play the option teams, you might switch it up a little bit with it. Normally you might have put some more speed on the edge or put some more of your sure tacklers on the fullback dive and let the backside take care of the fullback.
So starting quarterback is number 2, Dylan Fry. He's a 5'10", 170-pound senior. This is a senior and junior laden team. Ball's on the ground, and it looks like Colerain has recovered the fumble. Number 55 comes up with it. It'll be a first down, Cardinals.
Big interception last week. He did. That was Trey Harris goes in there. The mesh is kind of blown up. Tries to get it out. Harris is right there. Johnny on the spot. Falls on a Colerain ball. First down on the Lakota East 21.
And I'll take this quick break in the action. Remind everyone you can reach us in the booth at radio@wearecolerain.com or live on the YouTube stream chat. I'm going to give a special thanks to Jim and Terry Shearer listening from Chicago, Christopher McKinley listening in, and Emily Hemanitis all catching the game here early.
Again, a special shout out to the Chris Walker in Houston, class of 93s.
Gunnar Leindecker under center takes the ball. It's a speed pitch out to Sincere Jones, who's got it. He's past the 20. There's some good blocking out there. Number 23 shed his block, and Sincere took it all the way down to about the 15-yard line, maybe the 16. So great run on first down.
Yeah, Colerain tries to get outside. He's got a little bit of room in front of him, but a great play. 23. That's Avi McGarry, your defensive back, sheds his blocker, but 4 yards on first down.
Avi, a 6'2", 175-pound junior, one of their stars on the defensive side of the ball.
And it was a good play. They gave up lots of yards, but he didn't give up that seam for a touchdown.
So second down and 5 on the scoreboard. Gunner under center. It's a speed pitch now the other way to J.J. Davis. He's got it. He's around the side, plants his foot. And he's going to take it all the way down, past the first-yard marker, inside the 10-yard line near the 6, where it'll be first and goal, Colerain Cardinals.
Yeah, that whole thing about Colerain running the option, we lied about that. They're just going to run toss sweep, try to get their speed. In the first 2 plays, 17 to the left, and then we run 18 to the right, trying to get the running back in space, use the speed advantage, and it's got Colerain in a first and goal.
You talked earlier about blocking on the edge. A big block down that play to get the first down by Josh Huber. Colerain has brought Dan Bolden in as a wingback.
I was going to say, you mentioned speed, and in comes Dan Bolden. There's the handoff, this time to number 6, Deontay Smith-Moore. He takes it. He battles himself inside the 5-yard line. Got hit by, I think, every member of the Lakota East defense, but he kept those feet churning.
Yeah, tried to follow Bolden behind the hole, but nice fill by 49. That's not on the Lakota East roster.
The Lakota, are you kidding me? He's the one guy that's not on the roster.
There's 2 48s.
Yep. They actually were 40. They were listed as 48. So now the Lakota East defense, nothing particularly fantastic to write home about. They do give up almost 300 yards a game and 23 points. So they are susceptible. Man in motion, speed pitch once again to Sincere Jones. He tries to take it wide. Let's see if he's got enough speed to get in. It looks like he does. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Sincere Jones, 6 points.
Yeah, you know what? It was well defended. There were 3-4 Lakota Thunderhawks there on the outside, but he just used his speed and athleticism. As we see the replay, he's out there, and he's got a couple guys chasing him, but he beats him to the corner, takes the dive, hits the pylon. Colerain scores first.
And that was an interesting formation. They put every offensive lineman as tightly as possible to the right, and then snap is back, kick is up, and it's good. So 7-0 at the 9:22 mark. The Cardinals lead. But they put all of the blockers on as tightly as they can to that right hash, and then put J.J. Davis as far left as he could possibly be, just trying to create some space to let their speed work.
Yeah, and created as much space and said, okay, we're faster than you. We're going to beat you in the corner. You know, do you defend the power to the right or the speed to the left? That's what the defense is guessing on that, and they even guessed right. There were guys there, but Sincere makes the play. So Colerain scores first. They did exactly what they wanted coming out of the gate. They get a stop and turnover on defense. Short field turns onto an early lead. Here we are, 9:22 in the first quarter. Your home team, Colerain, up 7-0.
You know, we don't give a whole lot of credit because, who does to kickers, unfortunately, but we're at some point going to start really talking about the tremendous job that Chris Mangold has done. And I know we've mentioned it a few times, but, we've gotten to the point now for a kid who's only playing in his 7th football game ever.
He's only playing in his 7th week of football ever.
And we look at extra points now, and honestly, do you ever doubt that they're going to go in? I mean,
I think his only miss was a drop snap.
Oh, yeah, it was a bad snap last week. It had nothing to do with that.
And I think Coach Bolden makes clear every time we do the interview, it's like he gets maybe 20 minutes of practice a week with the football team, spending the majority of his time practicing with the soccer team. He's going to get a lot more focus as the soccer season winds down.
That's right.
McGarry and Garcia back. This will be Garcia again.
The air is thick, taken inside the 5, out to the 10, to the 15. Tries to find some room. Stays on his feet. He's going to get it out to about the 25-yard line, or just shy thereof, and that's where Lakota East will have their second offensive series of the day. An interesting point here. Short field for Colerain, scored on that first touchdown. There's the replay there on Waycross. Really did a nice job kind of ducking under a couple tackles there.
Yeah, Josh Huber makes the tackle along with Kendricks.
I was surprised when doing the preview this week to see where Colerain was offensively in the GMC. We'll talk about that in a second, but those short fields on the defense gives us certainly plays into it.
And a very interesting look defensively. We'll talk about it after this play.
Fry under center, takes the ball, fakes the handoff, keeps himself, looks, throws it.
And they
out to number 30, DeBrosey. Great play call. He stays on his feet, and he stays in bounds. He's down to the sidelines. He's going to have a huge gain on first down. Knocked out by Jakari Patterson, but not until he takes it all the way down into Colerain territory.
Well, the perfect play call. Brandon, you were just going to talk about the defensive formation you saw there.
And the defense, the Cardinals are trying to do their best St. X impression. They've shifted from their traditional 50 slant. Going against the option team, they're running in a 3-3-5. 3 linemen, 3 linebackers right behind them. Eric Phillips is kind of shading to the strong side of the field. This time they just catch the Cardinals in a blitz to the side, and the fullback splits out for play action and a long game.
Great play call. Saw everybody up crowding the box, and just a little bit of time slip behind him.
There we go. Frying once again. This time gives the ball once again to DeBrosey. That's typically the option they like to run. He's going to pick up about 2 yards on that play again. He's a load, DeBrosey. 5'10", 200-pound junior.
I'll tell you what, that 200 pounds is all lower body strength. That's a thick young man.
And I'll tell you what, as soon as we say they move to a 3-3-5, all of a sudden back to the 50 slant on this formation.
Well, Coach Bolden has always said we very rarely see anything out of the ordinary. We do what we do. That time they did what they didn't normally do, and maybe got caught. So let's go back to traditional defense and force them to make mistakes.
DeBrosey in the backfield. This time does get the ball. Takes it up to the 20-yard line. So it's still going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. It'll be third down.
2 straight defensive plays by your defensive tackle, Brennan Hobbs.
That Eric Phillips kind of limping out of the game there with a shoulder. Looks like maybe just a stinger.
It's that same shoulder he hurt earlier in the year, so hopefully it's not a re-aggravation of that injury.
Well, a lot of times with shoulder injury, you expose that nerve and it becomes season-long. It's just something you have to, it's nothing structural. You just got to manage the pain.
Yep.
So a 3rd down and 5, probably 2-down territory.
So in the shotgun now.
5 wide.
5 wide receivers. He's going to keep it and try and find the yards himself. And unfortunately, he's not going to get it. But I'll tell you what he is going to get. A big old hug by Dan Bolden.
Takes him in the middle field. They just spread everybody out. Quarterback off or quarterback draw. Molden one-on-one will take anybody down.
And that
Looks
was
the read. Never really sold it that much.
But he had the blockers. It's just Dan Bolden making the play there, and I'm really surprised. I thought it'd be 4-down territory here. Manage the fullback, get 2 yards, 3 yards at a pop, but that really no gain on that quarterback draw almost forces the hand of a field goal attempt here for the Thunderhawks.
So is it number 27?
That's correct.
Number 27, Tommy Capano on for the
Kick
field
is
goal attempt.
up,
It's missed it.
and it's wide right, no good.
So that's his first miss of the year. He had previously been 2 for 2 with a long of 28, and he's also 21 of 23 on extra point attempts. So Tommy Capano missing his first field goal attempt of the year. If Colerain catches a break, they'll get a first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, Lakota East does a little bit what they wanted to. They switched the field. This time they're going to force Colerain to take it the long field, to take the distance, but they would have rather came away with points right there.
And by high school rules, the field goal attempt did go into the end zone, so it will be a touchback and a first down and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 20-yard line.
So Gunner under center. Hands it off right up the middle. There's a whole host of Lakota East Thunderhawks there to make that tackle. Deontay Smith-Moore is the ball carrier, and into the game comes number 5, Ivan Pace Jr., in for Sincere Jones.
Yeah, Smith-Moore gets the start. I'll tell you what, he got a little bit more on that than I thought. They're going to give him about 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, he may have been finished out for a 3-yard gain, but his initial momentum took him all the way out to the 25.
Back under center here. There we go. Hands the ball off to Ivan. He takes it, stays on his feet. Good tackle by number 49 and then cleaned up by number 9. But he's still going to pick up positive yards on the play.
Yeah. Let's get another look here. Kobe Bowler is the man who's going to finish it off here, but a good play initially by number 49.
Could that be a 6?
That's a 9.
Okay. Not listed on the Lakota West roster.
Yep. Like you said, they were 248s, but
one of them is really a 49.
it could be a Damerly Ball, possibly.
Yeah, I'm getting
There we go. There's a little counter to J.J. Davis. He's got it. Stayed on his feet. Look at him move his feet. J.J. Davis is just churning and burning and picks up enough for the first down. What a great run. We're going to see that again on replay because Waycross is awesome. Watch him move his feet and just never stop.
been decisive on his coach.
One cut.
Brandon said earlier, it's the one cut, plant your feet and go, but shows a little strength and carries some Lakota East Thunderhawks with him.
Rusty Pfaff, the starting guard, did lose his helmet, so we'll have to set out at least one play for the Cardinals. Number 63, Jonathan Hudson, comes in for substitution.
First down and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Colerain up 7-0. There's a handoff once again to the middle, and once again it's that man in the middle that has got the fullback wrapped up. In comes Rusty Pfaff.
Devin Milburn on the tackle.
That was 48.
There's a 48 out there. There's a 49
Well,
out there.
I'm looking by height and weight on the roster. 49 might be listed in the program of 48. That's probably Brady Wilson.
Brady Wilson is 6'2", 210 pounds.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
other one, DeMarley Bell, is 5'8", and that is your middle linebacker.
There you go. So 49, we're going to say, is Brady Wilson. And if there's anybody from Lakota East listening or watching, there's a fake handoff. Gunner keeps it himself. He's going to get some room. He gets hit, but he keeps turning those feet. He's going to get out to about the 46-yard line. If there's anyone from Lakota East watching live on via wearecolerain.com, if you know who 49 is and you want to confirm that that is, in fact, Brady Wilson, we'd love it to be confirmed. Because the roster that I got from Lakota East did not have a 49. In fact, it also didn't have a 47, which I found out through looking at the stats and had to add that after as well.
Great story, Chris. The play, though, however, was a 5-yard gain by Gunnar Leyendecker on the option.
3rd down and 4. Colerain with a 7-0 lead, looking to add to it. There's a speed pitch to the side again. There's J.J. Davis. He's going to have enough for the first down into Lakota East territory. Stays on his feet, keeps his feet moving all the way down to the 35-yard line. Another first down for Colerain, and what a difference the past 3 weeks have been for J.J. Davis.
Well, I like here. He gets the pitch to go to the outside, and this time he turns up, but he sets up his blocker, shows some patience, lets the play develop, but there shows his elusiveness right there, shows some power. It takes 3 guys to take him down.
J.J. Davis, one of the many talented juniors on this team. Looking forward to watching him progress through the rest of this year and then especially next year as a senior. So first down and 10 at the Lakota East 35-yard line. There goes Deontay Smith-Moore in motion. Gunner drops back, looks to pass. He's got time. Throws it deep down the middle of the field, and it is over the intended target.
We got a flag
And
behind
it'll
the
be
play.
15 yards on someone.
That's on, I believe that was number 9. We've got a roughing the quarterback.
15-yard roughing the passer penalty, and the big play turns out to be a big play, even though it didn't work on the initial call there. Overshot the deep pass. It will result in a 15-yard penalty on the Thunderhawks and a first down for the Colerain Cardinals. As you see, number 60, Ace Aaronswinder, tie Ivan Pace Jr. shoe.
That's what teammates do, right?
Yeah, your offensive line's got to take care of your running back.
Here's the replay here. Let's see if the Waycross has got it. It's tough. Once that ball gets loose, you typically move the camera.
Yeah, you can't take that much of a head start.
Yep. So here we go. There's the handoff over the middle. And I'll tell you what, across the middle, Lakota East is stout. They've proven that. Ivan Pace, though, again, doesn't get taken down, just gets taken out of bounds.
Well, what's happened so far, though, they've decided to shut down the middle, and when Colerain's needed yards, they've gone outside. So if you're going to play inside the tackles, Colerain has showed the speed to get out there, get outside. So pick your poison. That's the beauty of the triple option.
This is a big game for Colerain, obviously for GMC championship implications, but also from a Hardman perspective. Lakota East comes in with 5 victories, and those are some
3 minutes. Whoever had 3 minutes, the Harvard.
Check the pool, check the board. 2 wide receivers split wide left. Gunner takes it, looks it, pitches it out to number 6, Deontay Smith-Moore. He's got it, and he's going to get tackled wide. That play just got strung out.
Well, he had one-man meet. Deco's speed option, as we've seen him a couple times. It's Avi McGarry gets out there. 1-1, sheds his blocker, makes the touchdown-saving tackle. He was the other man left out there. Well designed, well executed, but just outplayed there on that play by Lakota East. So it's a 3rd down and 10.
Interesting spot for the Cardinals. You see if this is 2-down territory or not, or you go ahead and kick the field goal if they don't get this conversion on 3rd down.
This is kind of where we've seen that kind of rollout option pass from Gunner Linebacker.
They got to get this play going. They only got 5 on the clock.
They got it off. Wow, that's impressive. Speed pitch out to number 5. Ivan just led him a little bit too much. It's incomplete. It is incomplete, so it's going to be 4th down and 10. So I think that forces the issue. And I would expect to see Mr. Mango go out and try a field goal. Last week he was 3 for 3 on field goals.
If they would have got 4 or 5, they might have gone for it there, but needing 10 yards here.
So it will be a 37-yard attempt for Chris Mango.
But for a right-footed kicker from the left hash, kind of a tough angle to hit from.
So this is officially a 37-yard attempt. See what he can do. Snap is back. And it is good.
That's a 2:09 marker of the first quarter. It's the Colerain Cardinals 10. The Lakota East Thunderhawks 0.
Again, thank you for joining WeAreColerain.com's broadcast of Colerain Cardinal football. For those of you watching live, a quick reminder, we've got a really cool thing that you can do to help continue these broadcasts. We've got there's a little button up in the upper right-hand corner of your screen if you're watching live on YouTube. It's a little circle with a little eye in it. You can click on that, and that's what we like to call a donate button. And a donate button is going to allow you to make a real serious impact on the lives of hundreds and hundreds of student athletes and club participants here at Colerain High School, as well as both middle schools. You can click on that button, and you'll see the little window will pop open, and it'll tell you that you can donate to the Colerain Boosters. The Colerain Boosters do so much for so many, we cannot overstate how important it is. So we just ask you again, we're not heavy pushers here, but if you like what you see, if you appreciate the fact that for absolutely no cost whatsoever, we can bring you live Colerain football every Friday night, take a minute, click on that button, and think about, hey, is it worth $5? Is it worth $10? Can I forego a Starbucks whatever they call their coffees, this week, and maybe donate to the Colerain Cardinals?
It is pumpkin spice month.
Season.
Whatever it is. Maybe
and
you
if
can
you're a
forego
Lakota
one
East
pumpkin spice.
fan, donate to their boosters.
Yeah, absolutely. We encourage whoever you're a fan of, find a way and get involved, whether it be with your time or maybe some treasure. Give it up. So there's the kickoff. It's a short kickoff this time. It's going to bounce at about the 15, take a funny hop. Lakota East picks it up. Colerain gets down there, and somehow the return man got away from all of it and took it out to about the 25.
Well, was that a hold or a face mask?
And somehow Huber's head got ripped off.
No play, nothing
No.
small. We'll see
there a
here.
flag?
Watch 3 on this play. Just get ripped.
No, it
was a horse
hit.
collar.
It
It
was
was
a
holding.
horse collar, but the helmet came off because of contact. But it was all because he was at a weird angle for the horse collar tackle right there.
Yep.
But
It was Jeff Garcia on the kickoff return. He does lead the team, averaging 15.6 yards per kickoff return, does Jeff Garcia, the 5'7", 155-pound senior.
No known relation to the former 49ers quarterback.
Not to my knowledge. I didn't have time to go that much into detail. So Fry under center once again for Lakota East. DeBrosi in the backfield, man in motion. There's the handoff to DeBrosi, and there's a big hole right across the middle. He stiff arms Shakari Patterson, takes it all the way down into Colerain territory. And look, there's a reason this guy leads the GMC in rushing yards. He's a special football player.
well, he just runs through a huge hole right there. Great job by the offensive line. One of the Colerain linebackers missed his assignment, didn't catch a number there. He runs to the hole and just runs right past him. That might have been Dan Bolden in the middle there. Your middle linebackers are pretty much keying on your fullback, and he just missed him in traffic. But that's a big pass reception last series, and this time a big run by the fullback.
One in motion. There's the handoff once again to DeBrosi, and this time he's going to use that motion, get across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. So pick up a couple of yards there, make it 2nd and 8.
And again, the Cardinals try to confusion up front. They went to a 3-3-5 there, and this is really about trying to make the quarterback Dylan Fry make the wrong read. All week in practice, you know that they're going to be running a 3-man front, so you have your blocking schemes, your reads. If you mix it up and say, hey, we're going to have 3 linebackers instead of 4, it changes the read. So all you're trying to do is add confusion to Fry before the pre-snap.
That's exactly what they're doing here, playing 7 men in the box. We've got a guy rolling out. There's Fry. He pitches it, and it is caught all the way down inside the red zone for the Lakota East Thunderhawks. And a great pass play, great reception for Lakota East. It'll be 1st down and 10 right at about the 11-yard line.
Just a slide up to Sean Church. They go right where the blitz came from. Find the space before Patterson can recover over the top. And that's a 1st down for the East Thunderhawks.
See, that's what I like about when Coach Haynes brings his team into the area. They run our plays, we run their plays. I mean, there's different variations of each, but we've seen Colerain run that for years, and this time Lakota East runs it to perfection.
So 1st down and 10 at the 12-yard line. There's Fry. He hands it off across the middle. Another Colerain defender, number 52, loses his helmet, so he'll have to come out. Rusty Feth going in to replace him for the next play. So it looks like about 3-yard gains on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, early in the season, we saw a heavy rotation up front, and it's really kind of established itself now as just those 3 guys, Real, Hobbs, and Hudson, with Feth kind of spelling in short yardage situations.
So the Colerain defense got their backs up against the wall here. And looks like we're going to have
a little movement on the outside. I believe it was the tight end for Lakota East. Flinched a little bit when they commanded.
Or it's Rusty Feth over top of the ball. It's one of the two. Whichever went first is what we're going to wait here. Yeah, Rusty Feth went first over top of the ball.
Okay.
Good eye, Brandon.
The big offensive lineman brought in to play defense just got a little bit antsy.
Is he still out there, or has he come off?
No, he stayed out there.
Okay.
So,
That's the end of the first quarter.
that's the end of the first quarter.
We
After
said-
1 quarter here at Colerain High School, Colerain 10, Lakota East 0.
We said this was going to be a quick game with both teams running as much as they run, and there's only been, I think, 1 incomplete pass, and that was by Gunnar to Ivan Pace. Everything else has been moving along real quickly. This is not going to take long to complete, and with that, there's not going to be a whole lot of scoring, I don't think. If we get an opportunity, we've got some key players. We've mentioned some of them today, so we'll try and get that graphic up for you here sometime relatively soon about some of the names that you're going to hear tonight multiple times. But as far as this game is concerned, there's not going to be a whole lot of possessions either way. So every single possession has got to be, I think, treated with really precious, hands, because this isn't going to be like a 35-28 type game. I just don't see it.
Well, Lakota East on their 3rd possession, they've driven it twice. That we'll see if they come away. They were unsuccessful getting any points on the board their first 2. Colerain, 2 possessions, 2 scores. Been efficient, but their 1 score was a very short field.
Yes.
Yep,
they had a good play on that last series and then kind of stalled out there with the good stretch defensive effort by Lakota East, and then the incomplete pass by Gunner. So, as we know about this Colerain offense, it takes them a little while to get moving, but the defense usually after about the first or second series, they have been pretty much lights out. But again, this is an offense that is leading the GMC in Lakota East in a lot of categories, and they're going to have their work cut out for them tonight, will the Cardinal defense.
So it'll be 2nd down and 3. The ball spotted. Look just inside the 5-yard line. They can get a first down without a touchdown.
Dylan Fry back under center. Not a whole lot of formation shifts here. Takes the ball, fakes the handoff, does a counter, and tripped up in the backfield by Dan Bolden.
What play were you watching, Chris?
Yeah,
You all right there? Something happened.
So 3rd down and 4.
So, yeah, they run the counter. It was very nicely read by Dan Bolden up the middle. Be interesting if they go for it here on 4th down. So Dombrowski under center. Feeds the fullback. That ball was completely taken down. Doesn't look like he's got the first down, but he's pretty close.
He's going to need very minimal yardage to get it.
Rusty Feth makes the play for the Colerain Cardinals.
Sorry, sorry about the confusion there.
They did not give him a first down. It is 4th down and 1.
Somebody in the stands knocked a cord there, so
lost
Chris momentarily there.
Coach Haynes is going to leave his offense out there.
Quarterback sneak.
4th and 1. Let's see what Dylan can do. Dylan Fry, inside the 5-yard line. They really want the score here. He's going to take it and hand it off to Jack. He's got it, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, Lakota East.
Lakota East, that's a pretty efficient drive. Takes it the length of the field and cap it off. Fullback takes it right off the right side. Follows great block by the guard.
Number 53.
Steve Borchert with a good block up front.
A 5'11", 240-pound sophomore. Just making his presence felt on the offensive line, and that was correct me if I'm wrong, fellas, that was a line push.
Yes, it was. Tommy Capano's kick is up, and it won't count because we have a whistle before the play.
Colerain jumping up and down there trying to get somebody to flinch. Don't know if they came across or they did get somebody to flinch. The referees are going to discuss it right now. Make their decision quickly. Whose fault was it?
Dead ball. Offsides on the Colerain Cardinals, and it'll be interesting here.
They could go for 2.
They could go for 2, or they can apply it on the kickoff, I think.
Looks like they're going to take half the distance. Is that how that works?
Yeah, I don't know why they would do that, but I guess that's
the... Can't you just decline the penalty?
Yeah.
You can if you want.
If he hits the crossbar and it goes in, then it was a good call to hit the...
There you go. I thought he made it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I missed it.
Well, the play is dead. It's pre-snap.
There you go. Good left footer.
Kick is up. Kick is good at the 10:33 of the second quarter. Colerain Cardinals 10. Lakota East Thunderhawks 7.
Again, if you're listening or watching live on wearecolerain.com, we invite you to reach out to us here in the booth at radio@wearecolerain.com. Send us an email. Let us know where you're listening from. Also, if you're watching online, let us know by chiming into the YouTube live chat room there.
And thank you, Justin Crosby, for listening in. I will not repeat your compliment because the two of these people in front talking to you also have too big egos for that.
Was he going to compliment me again?
Is he?
You know what? That's probably the smartest person that has ever listened to one of our broadcasts.
That's both.
There you have it.
So Lakota East, I'll tell you what, they've showed something in 2 of their 3 drives. They're only coming up with just 7 points, but they've shown that they can take it the length of the field in this formidable Colerain defense. Colerain's going to have to match them score for score. As you said, possessions are going to be limited for both teams.
Cardinals up close, expecting, just playing in case this little squib formation for the Thunderhawks.
A lot of times they'll bluff this and then set it up, so Colerain's going to be prepared for them. Not sure what they're going to do. Kind of a little muddle huddle. They set up for a regular kickoff, and Colerain breaks back to their regular return.
That was interesting. I mean, it's not like they're trying to hurry up the kick at all. I mean, gave the Cards plenty of time, special teams, to get back. So kickoff for Lakota East. Puts it high and deep inside the 5. Sincere Jones has got it. He's out to the 10, the 15, the 20. He's got a block, lowers his head, gets it all the way out to about the 28, 29-yard line where Colerain will take over, 1st and 10.
And another tackle by Avi McGarry. He's been all over the field for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, Sincere Jones, he's got a little bit of alley, follows his blocker, gets past that initial wall. As you said, well, McGarry has, that's 4 or 5 tackles already so far early in this half. At 6'2", he's a quality player.
I'm not saying he's on that same level, but we saw it a couple years ago. Actually, I think equipment issue, timeout. Saw it last year against Fairfield where Josiah Scott, basically from the corner position, really frustrated the Colerain Cardinals. And a good tackling corner can really cause some indecisions and cause some blocking scheme issues for the Colerain Cardinals.
Well, because the corner is always out there one-on-one with the wide receiver. If he can win those battles consistently, you're going to have to bring an extra guy or run away from him, leave somebody else free.
Coach Phil Joseph on defense is quite animated on the sidelines. Play there for the Colerain Cardinals.
Lion Decker on the keeper with a simple 4 yards.
Not happy with the defensive output of the defense yet. There's Coach Cutright doing the same thing, admonishing the defense a little bit. Sometimes, you think you get a little bit too big for your britches. They've done so well in the GMC so far. And let's be honest, I mean, they've been pushed around. They've been thrown on. They've been run on. And made a little gut check time. It's a good thing to have. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Keeps himself. It's a deep pitch. That's going to be tough for anybody to get out of. Deontay Smith-Moore takes it up to the 40, and it's going to be enough for the first down. DSM 2.0 gets it done.
They have not signaled it yet. Blindecker stretches this out and makes a pitch. And he just kind of fumbles a little bit, didn't get it. J.J. Davis goes, good, get in front of his man, and it is a first down.
I was going to say, he had to get to the 49, and the ball is clearly across the 49-yard line.
It's not official till the official says it's official.
And then it's official.
Officially, that's incorrect. Unofficially.
First down and 10 for the Cardinals. Leading 10-7. J.J. Davis in motion. There's a counter, and it is read beautifully by the Lakota East defense. That could not have been played any better.
I don't think that was red. I just think that was a missed block and a good play by Sam Ballman up front to get penetration and make the tackle.
Yeah, he fakes that to fullback right there, and I believe the fullback is supposed to run into that guy. You want to follow out your fake, but he runs right past the fullback, doesn't even bother with the fake, and just blows it up. A good play. Was that 50?
Yep, Sam Ballman.
Yes. So he'll lose 3 yards on that play.
2nd and 13 for the Cardinals.
I like this matchup down here with Hicks.
There's the handoff across the middle. Ivan Pace Jr. takes it out past the 45-yard line. Picks up about 8 on that play.
And
Third
of course,
down, much more manageable.
And of course, on 2nd and long, the Cardinals go back to a midline option and pick up a huge chunk.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're scouting this team and I'm seeing something up here, I'm going to talk to the coaches at halftime because I know they like to listen to me, but you got the 6'6" Javon Hicks, the wide receiver, against a 5'5" defensive back.
I'm sure they don't see that. There's Gunner, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, runs into his own man, gets it
first
out
down.
Right at the
nice
50.
Effort.
Yeah, great effort by Gunner. He'll have enough for the first down. He got stopped at least a yard shy, but lowered his shoulders.
Well, I think he would have had the first down sooner, but he's trying to direct traffic, and Rusty Feff got in his way.
Yeah, that's a weight room first down right there. He has stopped and showed, he's got some wheels. He's gotten healthy and he's showing his speed, but on this play, he shows his strength. He stopped and just squats an extra half yard.
So right at the midfield now, Colerain up 10-7. 7 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. We are flying by. Again, Thunderhawks and Cardinals, you know you're going to fly quickly. Gunner drops back the pass. He throws it deep intended, and it is intercepted. Number 20, that man, that 5'5" guy, he picked it right out of the hands of
I'll tell you what,
he was beat off the spot by Javon Hicks, but Gunner Lonendecker either is forced to throw it early, doesn't really get a good set of his feet under, throws it, and it's easily picked off.
Yeah, I asked for it, and I got it, and he shows why he's there. A nice play.
Javon Hicks was wide open on that ball. That was not a good thrown ball.
No, you're right, Brandon. He was falling backwards. I don't know if it's because he
he was forced to throw it early. He had good
Yeah.
pressure in front of him. Couldn't really set his feet.
So kudos to the defense there for putting the pressure on Gunner, forcing him to kind of throw off his back foot. And it came up short, and big pick there by number 20, Peyton Bruce, 5'5", 140-pound senior. So Lakota East has got the ball again. Let's see what they can do. Fakes the handoff, pitches it wide. Good tackle from behind, but still picked up about 4 yards on the play. Bolden on the tackle. Second down and 5 on the scoreboard. Lakota East just now under 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Looking to put together another drive. Maybe even go up on the Cards. The speed pitch out wide. Number 1's got it. He's going to get tackled, but not before he gets very close to the first down, maybe a yard shy.
And Jeff Garcia doing the same thing Colerain did earlier, taking that speed pitch quickly to the outside, follows patiently with his blockers, and sets up a 3rd and short.
So a big 3rd down conversion. They only need a yard, but if they can establish this.
So here we go. There's the handoff.
Rousey caught in the backfield. He's pushing forward.
He's not going to get it.
It's going to be real close.
He's got it with that spot.
That's a very generous spot. No, I'm kidding.
That should be just enough for the first down.
I would hope they'd measure at a minimum.
I don't think you need to measure that. That's a first down.
Yeah, he needed the 33, got the 33 in a football. So, but we are kind of an odd angle to the flag. But
I think you're right. I think he got just enough based on that spot. But glad they're taking the time to measure. Here's the replay here on Wheatcross. I mean, they got blown up in the backfield there. Dan Bolden trying to make an arm tackle, just not quite enough. 11's in there, 7's in there. That's Luke Bolden.
It's Ivan Pace with his
face.
I mean, they tried to put up a wall, but again, that's a 200-plus pound man. Very strong. You talked to him before, but he's the big lower body to him. Yeah, he's got it. First down by a full football.
Yeah, that's what I said. Needed the 33, got the 33 in a football.
So first down for Lakota East. I love a game like this because the Colerain defense is getting pushed around a little bit, and they're not used to that. And it's important, and it's one of those gut check moments.
Well, and you know what? They have another long, sustained drive right here. 6 minutes left till halftime. Colerain might not get another shot at the ball.
That's exactly right. We talked about limited possessions in this game. One of the keys to the game I mentioned was getting off the field on 3rd down. Colerain is not doing a very good job defensively doing that. Dylan Fry under center, this senior quarterback. Man in motion, drops back, looks to pass, throws it across the middle, and it is caught and into the open, and he is gone. Sincere Jones trying to track him down, but I don't think he got him. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Lakota East.
Evan Yablonski with a long catch for 6 points for the Thunderhawks.
Again, got single coverage on the outside, caught the safety looking in, and it's just a quick little seam pass, and we see right over the linebackers. Hicks and Patterson both overplayed the man, and there is nobody deep when you're one-on-one in this defense.
Sincere Jones did a valiant job getting back and trying to bring him down. Let's see where his knee comes down. No, he was definitely in the end zone. So good call by the ref. Extra point pending.
Snap is back. Kick is high.
And he missed it to the left.
And no good. So at the 5:36 mark, it's the Thunderhawks 13. The Colerain Cardinals 10.
That's the 3rd missed extra point of the year for Tommy Capano, excuse me. So he's missed a field goal tonight. He's missed an extra point. And as a result, it's a 13-10 Lakota East lead.
A 4-point lead to a 3-point lead makes a huge difference in a lot of your play calling.
Hey, it's a 13-0 Lakota East run, guys. It was 10-0.
As we watch a replay, it's just a simple play action.
Yeah, there's nothing
catches
special
them on
about
the
this
slant.
at all. Can't wait to see how this Colerain offense responds. Plenty of time left, 5:36. Both teams have their full complement of 3 timeouts. So lots of time left. It is interesting, though. You see those couple of pass plays. I mean, it seems, again, Lakota East, just let me look at the stats here. Dylan Fry has only attempted 36 passes all year coming into this game. And he's already had 2 huge pass completions. Nothing overly complicated about what they're doing. One was the rollout to Dabrowski, and then that one to Jablonski.
And it's almost as if the Colerain Cardinals are overthinking it in these situations. It's like they're
they're
trying
right?
too hard, and then just simple plays are getting the best of the Colerain Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, these, again, they're not overly complicated. You hate to think what might happen when they come up against a complex passing offense.
Well, sometimes the simplest ones, you know what's coming, and they're just overplaying. They're getting man-to-man matchups, and they just gotten beat on those. And you know what? And I've always said Coach Haynes is one of the best play callers, setting up one play to the next.
There's the kickoff taken at the 5-yard line. He's got one man in front of him in the block. That was Sincere Jones on the block.
J.J. Davis.
Yeah, J.J.
And the
Davis.
whistle needs to blow. His feet aren't. See, this is. I know you want to let him play, but his feet aren't on the floor, on the turf. You need to blow the whistle. It doesn't matter if he's still moving forward or backwards. His feet in that little situation were off the feet. The refs do need to blow the whistle.
And your concern there is
it's just the safety of the
player. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if his own team is pushing him forward.
Right.
His feet are off of the. He's clearly no longer in control of his own forward motion.
Right. So here we go. This Colerain offense now. Last series ended on an interception. Let's see what happens here. J.J. Davis in motion. Gunner takes the ball, fakes it, pitches it out to J.J. Davis. He looks for some room, and the Lakota East defense is all over this. I know we haven't had a whole lot of time practicing kind of pitching the ball. We haven't had the need to, but the one thing Gunner I think is doing that I don't know if it's good or bad, Brandon. Maybe you can tell us. He's pitching it backwards, so the pitch man's getting the ball 5 yards deep, and he's got to make that up.
Second down 12.
So second down and 12, 2-yard loss on the play. Man in motion, again, speed pitch to him. Going to try and go wide this time. Taken out to about the 30-yard line. 3 guys on the tackle for Lakota East. Didn't see a whole lot of sustained blocks there.
Well, they're set it up. J.J. Davis is kind of setting up to go out, but he kind of pushed into the defender, kind of takes away that lane.
So 3rd and long for the Colerain Cardinals.
Clock is running, 4:20 to go. I honestly cannot tell you the last time Colerain was trailing at halftime.
I think it was against Mason a few years back.
Yep, that's it. I do recall that. That was several years ago. Still plenty of time left, like we said. Both teams with their full complements of timeout, so a lot can happen here, but it is 3rd down and 8. And Colerain, I think, is going to take a well-earned and well-timed timeout.
Didn't see if it was the play clock. I don't think so. But a huge 3rd down conversion. You want to make the right call at the right time. It's Coach Bolton on this 3rd and 8, down 13, 4 minutes left. They'll have 2 timeouts left. Lakota East has all 3 of theirs. Again, a perfect night for football. It was a little bit cold last week, and then it turned fall and warmed up 10 degrees. So
yeah, right, exactly.
it's a good balmy, about 75 degrees. Pretty humid, but very almost no wind.
It is warm. It is warm for October.
Coach Golden has called his offensive play. This is where your offensive line has got to make a play. You've got to establish yourself and just kind of make this game physical up front. Shotgun formation.
A little different. Haven't seen that tonight. Gunner drops back, looks to pass. He's going to throw it down deep down the middle of the field, and it is incomplete. Intended for Sincere Jones.
Well, he had one guy at a post, one guy on a fly down the side, and he kind of threw it in the middle of both of them. It's in the general area, both of them. I'm not really sure he was throwing to, but that'll bring up a 4th down in the punting unit for the Colerain Cardinals.
Lawson Sandusky to punt for the Cardinals. Jeff Garcia back to return for the Thunderhawks.
There's a replay. You can see kind of, I think it was intended for Sincere Jones.
He just threw it on
him again.
Yeah, he threw it on a bullet, needed to get some air underneath it.
That's kind of been Gunner's MO, at least so far this year, when we've seen him make those long passes. Doesn't quite get the air underneath we'd like to see. Great punt by Lawson Sandusky, driven inside the 30. There's a missed tackle by the Colerain special teams. 2 guys are there, but not until he gets up past the 35-yard line. And that's where Lakota East will take over, first down and 10.
Shakari Patterson missed the tackle, but it's just going to be a 5-yard return. He does a good job of making Garcia slow down, not get any momentum, and the rest of the Cardinals cleaned out.
Yeah, his job as a gunner is to get down as quickly as he can, and we see the replay. It's a great kick, and he's right there, but he does. He slows him down, waits for the pursuit.
Kendricks finishes it off.
Defensively, we talked about earlier in the game, we saw Eric Phillips come out. He's now on the sidelines, shoulder pads off, and he's got his right arm in a sling. So looks like he may have re-aggravated that injury. We're not exactly sure, but clearly he won't be going back into the game tonight. So Dylan Fry under center once again leading this Lakota East offense. It's a pitch wide, and that is once again number 1 who's got it, and he's going to pick up 12 yards on the play. And let me tell you something, that guy's a June bug. He can move.
Yeah, that's the way you run the option. Great job by Fry. They pulls it out of the belly to fullback. Bolden makes him pitch it to the outside. The loss of contained by Patterson. He gets out there. A nice play by Javon Hicks, but it is a first down to the Thunderhawks' 47-yard line.
Colerain's defense is giving up huge chunks per play. I mean, these aren't 1 and 2 and 3 yard gains. They're big chunks of yardage at a time. This defense really needs to kind of get their heads right here. They're going to find themselves in a much deeper hole than they're already in. There's a handoff right across the middle. Nothing there. Except DeBroza, I think, picked up maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah, a little bit of yard on the contact. Was initially stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, they brought it all the way up to the 49.
Yeah, picks up 2.
Clock is rolling, under 3 minutes down.
As we said, Colerain with 2 timeouts, Lakota East with 3. Lakota East going to bring in a tight end, a wide receiver. Still out of the what we've seen before, wingback formation, 1 tight end, 1 wide receiver.
Yeah, watch Evan Yablonsky down here towards the bottom of the field. There's a fake handoff, and it's a counter to number 4. There's a flag.
In the area of holding. Not a lot of flags in this area. Referee preliminary call is holding. It is a spot foul. And it looked like it was slightly downfield. He'll
be right there. Right there as Hudson tries to make the tackle. He is tackled.
So we'll take it all the way back. Lakota East will lose about 12 yards on that play. So that was a deep holding. It's going to take it all the way back to their 42. Second down and almost 15.
Trey Harris was right there to make the play, and all of a sudden he was going right, and all of a sudden he got pulled back on the holding call in there that let that hold develop.
So second down now and 15 for Lakota East.
5 wide.
Coming up 2 minutes on the clock in the shotgun. Draws back, looks to pass. Tosses a nice one right over the middle, and it is intercepted. The Colerain Cardinals have intercepted the ball and taken it to their own 35-yard line. That is a much-needed defensive stop for this much maligned Colerain defense tonight, at least. Sincere Jones on the pick.
It's going to come back.
There's a little bit of jawing after the play.
There's a flag right on the Cardinal head. Is that what you guys are looking at?
The referees are discussing the spot of the ball.
After the interception, there's a block in the back on the return.
Okay.
So it won't be on the 35. It will be on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's a spot foul. We get the turnover is there. The reception by Sincere Jones.
So really good throw by Dylan Fry. Unfortunately,
and the block in the back, we don't see it on the replay.
Out of replay. So really good throw by Dylan Fry. Unfortunately for him, Sincere Jones plays for the Colerain Cardinals.
So interesting, 1:57 left till half. Colerain trails by 3. 2 timeouts left, but they've got to go 75 yards.
Well, it only takes one big play. We know that. Let's see what they do. In the shotgun, Gunnar Leindecker. Man in the backfield. He takes it, pitches it. Oh, and Ivan Pace missed it, and it gets pitched right out of bounds.
He tried to pitch it late, and he pitched it so late. Ivan Pace, I believe it looked like he thought he had tucked it already.
Yeah, Leindecker tries to do the fake inside, And then as soon as he fakes inside, Pace anticipates him to keep it, and it's a 5-yard loss.
I tell you what, luckily it goes out of bounds because that was almost backwards. That would have been a live ball.
It just seems like the offense is trying to do too much. Coach Bolden talks about that at times, about just staying within yourself and running the offense, and it just seems like they're trying to do too much. Let's see what happens here. Gunner takes it. This time it's a counter. Hands it off across the middle, run back across the middle. First down, J.J. Davis stays on his feet. He's going to get tackled from behind, but not before he picks up the first down out past the 35-yard line.
Well, you try to do too much there, and you actually make a big play. So big reward, big loss. You saw the loss earlier. Here's the big game. J.J. Davis on the counter up the middle.
Yeah, he gets loose up here, and he's so quick. The camera's kind of fun. There he is. And he makes a couple, they said he's quick enough he can make a man miss in a phone booth, they don't have those anymore.
There's a
Oh,
pass.
nice call.
Yep. Let's see what happens there. Yep, J.J. Davis takes it. Gets taken outside. He's going to have enough for the first down, so the clock will stop once again with 1:36. Besides that, taken out of bounds, so either way, the clock was going to stop.
8-yard gain. Nope.
Nope.
Enough for first down.
Yep.
So out to the 47, a good play design right there. It's just basically, it's a pass, but it's almost a pitch. A couple blockers in front of him, spread everybody out, does a good job, doesn't waste a timeout, and gets out of bounds.
So back-to-back first down plays for this Colerain offense. Needing to find some kind of spark, give their defense a bit of a break, and now we've got a flag right away. Looks like it's going to be false start against the Cards. So just like that, we're back to 1st and 15.
Yeah, Colerain discussing their play, and we've seen they go no huddle. They call the play. I'm not sure if anything was changed or miscommunicated, but I believe one of the linemen was set with their hand on the ground and just kind of reset their hand. Once that hand is planted, it cannot come off the turf.
Gunner takes it, makes one man miss, makes another man miss, stays on his feet. He's going to get it back past the original line of scrimmage up to about the 50-yard line, where it'll be second down and about 8. 1 minute, 23 seconds left to go here in the first half. As a reminder, for those of you on wearecolerain.com, we'll go silent during halftime, but we'll come back with about 5 minutes left with scores and updates from around the city. There's Gunner takes it. He throws it deep down the field, intended for Javon Hicks, and unfortunately it falls incomplete. Does stop the clock with 1:06 left to go.
Yeah, they take a shot downfield, but it looked like Gunner was kind of a little antsy in the pocket. It collapsed around him a little bit late. Had to step up. Is hit when he is throwing the ball. Throws it to coverage, but you trust 6'2" Hicks up there for a jump ball, but he didn't even have a chance on that one. Does stop the clock, though.
So 3rd down and 7. Looking for that first down. Garner drops back, looks to pass. I'll tell you what, this Lakota East defense is playing with a ferocity that we've not seen from, I don't think, any GMC opponent yet this year. They are just bringing the house and really causing problems for this Colerain offense.
Timeout Lakota East to stop the clock and force the Cardinal punt.
Yeah, Kobe Bowler, the defensive lineman, the senior, he's the one it's the 3rd time he's had pressure. The first time he's actually sacked him, but he is giving somebody trouble up front. Only 5'11", 200 pounds, but we've seen from the Colerain defensive lineman, he's quick, as we see on the outside. He just kind of blows right through his man. That wasn't quickness. He just ran right over top of that's John Hudson.
So Lakota East using their first time out of the half. Again, it's under a minute to go. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. So Colerain's going to be forced to punt here on 4th and a country mile. Presumably, who knows what Lakota East will do.
Well, a couple of their plays, though their long plays have been passing. They've got the one long run, but they've had 2 monster passes, one for the long touchdown.
This is more about forcing the Cardinals to see if they'll make a mistake on the punt. I don't think they'll do anything special with the lead and the ball.
I would tend to agree. Snap is back. Sandusky's got it. He gets his foot underneath it, and it's a high kick. He towed it, and it's going to bounce at the 40 and take a little bit of a Colerain bounce. We'll stop right at about the 37, maybe 38-yard line, looks like.
Yeah,
and that's where Lakota East will take over.
Not one of Sandusky's best there. He's been booming them all year, but sometimes with that rugby-style kick, if you don't hit it cleanly, and that's what he did there, got a little bit on it, popped it straight up in the air. Going to give great no return, but really, about a 18-yard kick. Lakota East.
You're only talking 62 yards to the end zone, so. Let's see what they do. To Brandon's point, with a lead and 40 seconds to go, can't imagine anything other than maybe just straight fullback dives, maybe quarterback keep. See what they do. He's got it. It's a pitch deep, and it's a fumble. And that's exactly, I can imagine, you played for Rick Haynes. I can imagine he wasn't happy with that.
You got to use your timeouts here? Colerain, you got 2 left.
No.
No, I don't think so.
No, because they can run it out on the 3rd play.
Yeah. We might get, looks like we probably will not get another play now as the play clock has started.
Absolutely
but
not. Yep.
That is more time on it than what the halftime clock shows. So Lakota East, a surprising first half of play, leads the Colerain Cardinals 13-10 as we head into halftime here at Colerain High School. And to your point, Brandon, the last time Colerain trailed at home at halftime against a GMC opponent was against Mason. And I don't have the exact year, but it had to be at least 4 or 5 years ago. Not a position that this team is used to being in. What do we need to see improved in the second half?
Execution. I mean, the plays are there in front of them. A couple dumb penalties, a couple drop passes, a couple inadvertent throws. He had Hicks open and completely underthrew him by about 7 yards. Offensive line has got to take control, make this game physical, and defense has just got to make a play. Colerain does have it's going to be nice for them because they are going to come out the second half with possession of the ball.
Yep.
So they can dictate what's going to happen, set the tone, and we'll see. We got another half left to play.
Absolutely. So for Brian and Brandon, the rest of the WeAreColerain.com crew, we're going to go silent now. We will be back with a few minutes left in halftime. We'll go over scores and stats from this game and from other games from around the city. Got some interesting scores to share with you. Thanks for tuning in to WeAreColerain.com.
Let's have a round of applause for our 2017 representatives. Tonight's homecoming king and queen will be given a sash, crown, and roses. The runner-up for homecoming king is Ethan Stout, representing DECA. The runner-up for homecoming queen is Lauren Champion, representing DECA. Let's have a round of applause for Ethan Stout and Lauren Champion, your runners-up. And announcing our Colerain High School royalty this evening. Congratulations to our 2017 Colerain High School homecoming king, Paulo Signy, representing Caring for Cards. And congratulations to our 2017 Colerain High School homecoming queen, Skylar Ashpaw, representing Julian. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome King Paulo Signy and Queen Skylar Eschbaugh.
If I play sports for my school, I will have more confidence. I will get better grades.
I will learn how to show good sportsmanship.
I will be more physically fit. I will learn how to handle wins and losses in sports and in life. I will have more school spirit.
I'll learn how to work together. I will learn to set goals and work to reach them.
I'll make good decisions off the field. If I play sports for my school, I will learn how to be a leader.
OHSAA football on Waycross Sports, brought to you by Wild Birds Unlimited, your backyard bird feeding specialist on Kemper and Winton Roads next to Fitworks. Call them at 825-7777. Neiman Plumbing. Visit them at www.neimanplumbing.com or call them at 513-851-5588. And Star One Realtors. Visit them at www.star1.com. One goal, one passion. Call them at their Northwest office at 513-385-0900. And the Driver Ed Academy, where your safety begins. Visit them at www.driveredacademy.com or call them at 729-2550.
Welcome back to Colerain High School here. The Colerain Cardinals are battling against the Lakota East Thunderhawks, trailing 13-10 at halftime. This is Christian Menides with Brian and Brandon Wyatt here in a surprising turn of events. These Colerain Cardinals not used to being in this kind of situation, trailing at halftime. And Brian, you were just talking about it just before we came back live on air, talking about attitude. You know, what we saw in the first half was a typical Rick Haynes coach Lakota East team. They came out and, for lack of more appropriate language, they just smacked Colerain right in the mouth, especially defensively, causing some issues for our offense to get really anything going whatsoever. I mean, other than the early touchdown by Sincere Jones, the Cardinals have done nothing offensively.
Well, and Lakota East, give them credit, their first possession, they had the turnover deep in their own end. They didn't fold. Brandon, you played for Coach Haynes. I can say that I'm friends off the field with Coach Haynes. He will have his team ready. They will execute. They will bring it to you. They will force you to make the mistakes. And right now, they have a little bit of momentum. Colerain does come out of halftime, and they'll get possession of the ball so they can bring it. But, you know, we were talking when we were on break. It's not about formation changes. It's not about adjustments in assignment. It's about an attitude adjustment. It's about Colerain football. It's about showing up this second half and establishing and let them know who you are.
Yeah, you know, that's one of those things where, I mean, you know, the streak is well publicized. I mean, Colerain's record against GMC opponents over the past 10 years is, quite frankly, silly stupid. It's ridiculous. They've only lost one game in 2008 against Middletown. Since 2001, Colerain has won every other GMC game they've been in. It's just ridiculous. But here they find themselves at home, trailing only by 3 points to a Lakota East team that now has a level of confidence, has a level of swagger, and isn't at all scared by the Colerain mystique.
Yeah, the longer you let them hang around, the more confidence they're going to gain. They've got control of the game right now.
Absolutely.
It is theirs to win or lose. Colerain is the one that has to come up with the answer here.
And that's good, right? At some point during the year, you've got to have a game like this, and the Cardinals find themselves in that game right now. So they're going to get the opening kickoff here to start the second half, and we are underway. Taken outside the 10-yard line, looking for some room to run. A couple of blocks made, a couple of blocks missed, and Sincere Jones takes it out.
To about the 30-yard line.
Yep, right at about the 30.
They have Sincere Jones on the return. McCary again on the tackle. We've called his name a lot. Colerain, decent field possession. The ball's going to be spotted on their own 29.
If you're a Colerain booster, we want to thank you for making this broadcast possible. Without your generous donation, we would not be able to bring you tonight's game.
Colerain's widen out their splits.
Yep, J.J. Davis is in the block, trying to block for Gunnar Leindecker. Gunnar does well, gets it up past the 35-yard line. Pick up solid 5 yards on that first down play.
So that's our first adjustment there. Colerain takes their offensive line, makes a little bit more gaps, going to spread the field out. They've had success to the outside. Lakota East doing a good job in the middle of the field, clogging everything up, hoping to spread out the linebackers to give them a crease for the big play.
There's Javon Hicks and Deontay Smith-Moore out wide. In the I formation now. Gunnar takes the ball, fakes the handoff, pitches it wide. J.J. Davis has got it. He gets around one man, makes him miss, but then tries to plant and goes down. He's going to lose about 3 yards on the play. So it's going to be third down and long.
Good play. They run the option. Make him pitch it outside. A good play as force them outside. Again, the wing backs, the wide receivers have to make that blocks on the outside to spring the big play.
It's always interesting when you've got two triple option teams that go off against each other because you know that they are running against ones in practice during the week. At least I would think they would. There's Gunnar. Once again, it's a speed pitch wide. And this Lakota East defense is just closing down any running lanes really to speak of. It's going to be about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards shy of the first down where it's going to be fourth down and Colerain's going to be forced to punt.
Exactly what they didn't want as a Colerain Cardinal, but exactly what Coach Haynes and his Lakota East Thunderhawks wanted. A 3-and-out from Colerain brings on Lawson Sandusky.
Lawson a little short on his last punt. Really would love to see him get his foot under one here and boom it over the head of this return man.
Garcia back for the Lakota East Thunderhawks.
Yeah, I would not put the ball anywhere near that kid. It's a spiral and it bounces. It's not going to be returned. It's a good kick and it's going to be taken down inside the 30-yard line down to about the 27. And that's where Lakota East will take it, first down and 10 for their first possession of the second half.
And the Cardinals basically flip field positions. They started on their own 28. Lakota East will start on their own 27.
If you're Lakota East, the only adjustments you have to do is just keep to execute with what they've done so far. They've been successful, driven the ball. They've got a missed field goal, a missed extra point, but the only time that they were stopped was by themselves. They stopped themselves on a fumble.
That's exactly right.
Have not yet punted in this ball game. So Colerain hangs their hat on their defense. Defense has to step up.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a bunch of moving around in the backfield. Assignments kept that time, and Luke Bolden wrapped up the quarterback, Dylan Fry. Took him down, but not until he picked up about 3, possibly 4 yards, it looks like, on that first down play.
Yeah, Jakari Patterson reads the outside, force him inside. That was Kyle Bolden. He is going to pick up 4 yards on first down. That's exactly what you want if you're Lakota East.
Yep. They're going to run the ball. And we talked about it in pregame. Defense has got to get off the field on third down. Let's see if they can hold it here. That was a good fake by Dylan Fry to the handoff to the fullback. He keeps it, gets it around end, and picks up a few more yards, but it's going to be third down and about 5.
And that's not a real true fake, but it just does enough. Dylan Fry knows Cardinals are there on every single option. He does his best just to get positive yardage. Gets 1 yard on the carry, and it sets up a 3rd and 5.
So it's the first noise we've heard from the Colerain side, trying to pump up their players. Lakota East came up big on their third down stop. Colerain looking to make a stop of their own.
Who is going to make the big play for this Colerain defense? Who's going to step up and stop Lakota East from converting another first down? There's a snap back, balls in the ground.
And I'll tell you what, the Cardinals aren't going to like that call. That should not be a snap infraction. That snap went backwards. They're going to call it a snap infraction, but that should have been a snap ball, and the Cardinals just get a tackle in the backfield because Fry came up with it, but they're going to call it a false start motion on the Thunderhawks, so they'll set up a 3rd and 10.
Being a center yourself, no one more expert in that. As you said, since the snap actually left the ground, he snapped the ball.
He didn't like do a little weird motion with the ball. He took the ball off the ground, and gave it to the quarterback. Just no one else moved. I don't think that should have been a snap infraction. I think that should have just been a fumbled snap.
So 3rd down and 9. They need to get to the 37.
Dylan Fry under center. Takes it, fakes the handoff, dress back to pass. Pass is complete. Hit by Sincere Jones, short of the first down, and knocked backwards.
Yeah, they found the tight end just kind of slipping out there. A safe pass. That's Adam Hundemer. He is hit with about 1.5 yards short.
So it'll be 4th down and 1, and the Thunderhawks sent out their punt team, Tommy Capano, back deep to punt. Coach Ains a very conservative coach, but I would not be surprised if we saw a fake here.
One of these days, Brandon, one of these days.
He stole my line. Javon Hicks is back for the Colerain Cardinals, setting up at about his own 30.
Snap is back. Plenty of time. Not a great rush by the Colerain Cardinals.
This one's returnable.
Right to Javon Hicks. He's got it. He's going to try and make some people miss. There's flags all over the place. And I imagine that'll be...
Flag came from the sidelines from a good distance of point. But something like that, on return like that, it's in the holding area.
Good call. It's going to be holding against Colerain.
Normally something like that would be, it was called by the side official, somewhere in the gunner on the, usually in the gunner that's coming from the outside.
10-yard penalty, Colerain.
So 10 yards against the Colerain Cardinals.
1st and 10.
They'll have it 1st down and 10. Back at their own 25-yard line. So the much maligned Colerain offense this game only got 10 points. And again, as we mentioned, that first touchdown came on a short field after a Lakota East turnover. But the Lakota East defense has come to play tonight. There we go. There's a counter to J.J. Davis. Got
Get
to play
outside.
Foot and go. Go. Upfield. Oh, there we go. There we go. J.J. Davis just taking it around the side. He's going to pick up about 7-8 yards on the play. And it's not a whole lot, but boy, it makes you feel pretty good.
Yeah, Peyton Bruce, the 5'5" cornerback, made the interception earlier, forces him outside, slows him down just enough for the pursuit to have him up. It could have been a big play if he gets that corner. Doesn't get the corner, but does pick up 7.5, maybe 8 yards.
So 2nd down and 3 on the scoreboard. Good run by J.J. Davis. Oh, we got whistles here.
And they're stopping play. Don't know if it's an equipment issue. It is.
Yep. Number 6, Deontay Smith-Moore is going to have to come out of the game. He's got an equipment issue. Sincere Jones comes in for him. Those guys are interchangeable. I don't think there's anything that one of them does that the other one can't do. That's a nice luxury to have. All right, so 2nd down and short for this Colerain offense. They got to keep moving the ball forward. There's a handoff to the fullback, and he's hit right at the line and taken down. No gain on the play at all. It's going to be 3rd down and the same yardage.
Extra effort, Chris. He moved that pile a little bit. It's going to be spot. I believe he's very close to the 1st down.
He needed the 35. It's marked at the 35. 1st down, Cardinals.
Yeah, we kind of lost him in the pile.
Yeah.
He was stopped 1.5 yards short.
That's unbelievable. I honestly thought he wasn't close. Look at that. So kudos to him for the extra effort, picking up the 1st down to the 35-yard line. Five minutes gone here in the 3rd quarter. 7 minutes remaining. Colerain trailing 13-10 to the Lakota East Thunderhawks. 1st and 10. Gunner drops back, looks the pass, got plenty of time. He's got a wide open J.J. Davis, and he overthrew him. And this is becoming a recurring theme for Gunner. He's really struggling hitting receivers that are open by overthrowing them every time. He had all the time in the world and almost no pressure.
He really had his choice. He had the wide open field to Javon Hicks with the post. He had J.J. Davis open on the wheel, and he just overshoots it.
Got to get a little bit of under there. Trust your receiver to run underneath it. He kind of throwing a little flat ball, not real crisp, but he's got to set his feet. Be a little more accurate. He said it was there. It was there. Got to make the play.
The clock stops now. 2nd down and 10. No harm on that one. The clock stops and not intercepted, but again, there's fakes the handoff, keeps himself, and he throws it wide. That was hand to Sincere Jones. Coach Bolden is quite animated. Not exactly sure what he's hollering about. They're going to pick up a few yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and about 6.
4-yard pickup.
I think he was just kind of, he was on Javon Hicks on that point. He wasn't yelling at the referees. If he's yelling out, he needs that extra blocks. The cornerbacks from Lakota East are beating the Colerain wingbacks and wide receivers off their blocks and limiting them to just short gains. So 3rd down at about 6.
So 3 wide receivers. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Gunner passes out to Javon Hicks. He's got it. He cuts it inside. He's going to have enough for the first down. Stays on his feet. Into Lakota East territory. Down to the 45-yard line. First down, Colerain. Make it 44-yard
You
line.
need 6 yards. You put your best receiver, run a 6-yard hook, and he makes the play, gets the first down, and then his athletic ability gets him more yardage.
They've been defending the deep ball well. That's a smart play, and I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that. We saw the swing pass earlier attempted to J.J. Davis, and this one just a quick hook. Let's just
Keep it simple, right?
The corners are given big cushions. Just get your playmakers in space.
First down and 10. Gunner drops back, lifts the pass again. Again, got plenty of
They
time.
are one-on-one.
And there's another great pass out. Good tackle made by number 14 for Lakota East. Is there a flag thrown down there?
No.
Maybe not.
But that is a almost 5-yard gain.
Pick up a 4, 2nd down, 6.
So 2nd down and 6 upcoming for the Cardinals. Tick, 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 tick. As silly as this sounds, the clock really is not your friend if you're Colerain.
It's the 3rd quarter, Chris.
I know, but you're at a point again where possessions are going to be limited. And you're trailing, so you'd like to get the lead sooner rather than later. There's the handoff to, oh, nope, had me fooled. Beautiful play. Deontay Smith-Moore takes the pitch from Gunnar Leyendecker, and there's a Lakota East Thunderhawk out there that lost his head.
thought that was the ball. I was ready to
that
yell
was
for a
Quentin.
fumble.
That was Quentin Moss Jr.'s helmet. The man who made the good tackle, but it's not before Deontay Smith-Moore has the line to gain and a Cardinal first down.
You'll see it here on the Waycross replay here any second. That was a great play call by Gunnar Leyendecker. Faked the handoff, keeps it himself, pitches it deep. There we go. Gunnar once again with the pitch, this time to Sincere Jones. He runs wide, and only a shoestring tackle keeps him from the land of 6. He picks up another first down at the 20-yard line, and all of a sudden, this Colerain offense, no huddle style, is moving a little bit.
And this is the slight adjustment we're seeing. We saw on first half, really Gunnar kind of trying to hold it, make a little fake. You can see the adjustment here in the second half is you get the reads, you make it right away. Don't do this where they push you out and push you to the edge. If you're not going to make the play on your own, get it to the man on the pitch and make some space and make it happen.
Gunnar under center this time, keeps it himself. He pitches it once again to Deontay Smith-Moore. He's got some running room. He gets it down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, this could be an interesting call. Sincere Jones was on the block, and I don't know if this Lakota East, if we can see on the outside, does a full takedown. And we saw perfect, and Sincere was called for holding on that play.
Wow.
That was almost a judo throw by the defender, and Sincere called for the penalty.
Well, I'm guessing the penalty was called before the throw.
No. Simultaneously. That was
35-yard line.
So that's a killer because that's a spot foul, as you like to say.
Watch
so
here
we're
on
back
the
to
replay. If we can
35-yard
see
line.
it here on the outside. He makes the block. We're not going to see
That's
it.
the play
Not gonna see it
before.
again. That's the play before.
That's all right.
It's all right. Well, first down and 25.
Under center, man in motion. Gunnar
Get
takes
outside.
it.
Get outside.
He's going to have some room to run as Gunnar. Oh, Gunnar busts that to the outside instead of cutting it back.
No,
in
he
just
made
to
the right
the
call.
middle.
He just tripped over his own blocker trying to make the cut. He's got a man. He's got Sincere Jones in front of him. He's just using him as a blocker. He makes the decision to cut inside. He just trips over his own man's feet.
Because what you're saying is Sincere is taking his man outside.
Sincere is taking his man wherever the defender is going to go.
Right.
As we get another look at it. Oh, we're not. Straight to the play.
So 9-yard pickup on that play. Second down and 16 now, trying to get back from the penalty. Gunnar takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Tries to get around the edge, and he does. He's going to get down to the 10-yard line.
That was a very obvious holding call.
Now that one's going to end up coming back.
J.J. Davis will be called for the holding penalty. And this one's pretty clear. It was a totally unnecessary, I think, penalty here on the edge by J.J. Davis right here.
Oh, yeah. Gunnar is completely well beyond the play.
But it's only technically a 2-yard penalty because it is a spot foul down the field. However, on top of the previous penalty, makes it 2nd down and 18.
Incredibly, 3:19 left to go here in the third quarter. Colerain sitting down 3 points. Lakota East 13-10, trying to find a way to keep this offense moving. There's a pass out to Deontay Smith-Moore. He's got it, stays on his feet, gets up back to the original line of scrimmage. No flags that I see. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 9 maybe? See where they mark it officially.
Deontay Smith-Moore does a good job of catching, a little bit wobbly out there, tried to cut off the block and just can't get enough block on there, but he does a good job picking up positive yardage and makes it a 3rd down and 9 for the Cardinals.
And just inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So way to battle back given the penalties, but it's a monumental task, 3rd and 9. Snap is back, Gunner looks to pass. He's going to tuck it, look. He's got to move if he's going to throw it, and he does. And it's into the end zone. It's caught. And it is waiting for
touchdown!
Touchdown, Cardinals! Gunnar Leyendecker with a completion into the end zone for 6 points.
Oh, you know what? We get another look. Cardinals get good initial pressure there by Bowler. He's running. He's got lots of space, but he tucks it down, throws it ahead, and for 6 points to Sincere Jones.
And, you know, Gunnar really, he was very aware of the line of scrimmage and not to go beyond it. He was a solid 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Snap is back on the extra point attempt.
Kick is up.
Haven't seen Mangold in a while, but glad to see he's still got that leg warmed up.
Kick is good at the 2:35 mark of the third quarter. It's the Colerain Cardinals 17, Lakota East Thunderhawks 13.
You know, I'd almost like to see the stats for that drive alone. Colerain with, 4 or 5 penalties, and they went 85 yards in distance, but probably a total of 120 yards of offense.
Can't really see a good angle of the feet there. It looked like he had a foot in bounds. The knee is, all you need is one knee. Either way, the referee said he had it, so it's a first down. Or, excuse me, a touchdown.
A long, sustained drive.
And here's the thing. It all worked out for the positive. That was yet another time where Gunnar Leyendecker had a lot of room to run. Now, there was a defender with an angle. Maybe he stops him short of the 10-yard line, the line to gain for the first down. But Coach Bowden can't argue with the results.
Yeah. That's one of those as a coach, you're like, what? Oh, good play. We've seen it before, but, you know, it's easy to look back, and he makes the play, and he makes the touchdown. Great outcome, but you're absolutely right. He had a lot of room in front of him.
And he might not, he had, the defender was there for the angle, might not have got the 10-yard line, but it's probably the safer play. Leyendecker, though, goes to the end zone and hits his wide receiver.
So Colerain started off this game up 10-0. Lakota East rattled off 13 unanswered points, went up 13-10 and into halftime with the lead. Colerain then comes back, scores a touchdown here late in the third quarter, and they regain the lead, 17-13. So it's a back-and-forth affair between two very good football teams. Lakota East putting on quite a display
let's
tonight.
not overlook as Mango gets set to kick here.
There it is. It's a high kick, and it goes into the end zone. Yep, into the end zone. So Jeff Garcia is not going to be able to run that one back, and it's going to be first down and 10 Lakota East at the 20-yard line.
Let's not overlook that. That was a 1st and 25 for the Colerain Cardinals.
Yep.
Then it was a 2nd and 16. Then it was a 2nd and 18. And on 3rd and 9, an obvious passing down, Colerain Cardinals convert.
So this is a pivotal series right here for the Colerain defense, because they have a lead for the first time since the first quarter, and they've got to show that they can impose their will on this Lakota East offense. Again, the #1 rushing offense in the GMC. So nothing to be ashamed of, you know, with Lakota East running the ball, but you've got to be better. There's a speed pitch. Somebody read that one beautifully. I think that ball's on the ground.
Lakota East falls on it. It's a good read by Patterson coming up from his safety position. That ball comes loose, and no gain turns into about almost a 2-yard
I don't know if Lakota East followed on it or necessarily the ball fell into the lap of a downed. Nope,
he's right there. Oh, I tell you what, each one got an arm on it. That was a fortuitous bounce and a nice play by the Lakota East.
Well, it is an even more fortuitous bounce for Sean Church, because a 2-yard loss on the fumble gained 2 positive yards.
So 2nd down and 7 at the 23-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. You can kind of sense a little bit of momentum shift here You can kind of feel it. Colerain needing another good defensive stop here on second down. There's the snap, handoff to the fullback. He takes it, and he gets taken down immediately. Number 55 in on that tackle.
And no room to run for Varsity.
I'll tell you, Trey Harris is having a good game. All 5'7", 200 pounds of him. Shows a little bit of speed right there. And Brennan Hoff also there. Limits the game. 3rd down and 6.
And we saw Trey Harris earlier in the game. He was there to stop the counter, got held, and drew the penalty. He's having himself a back-to-back good weeks. Had the interception last week, fumble recovery this week.
So 3rd down and 6. Lakota East needing to get to the 30-yard to their own 30-yard line. Snap back, looks to pass, throws it across the middle, and it is almost picked off. Jakari Patterson stepped in front and couldn't quite pull it in, but the most important thing is it is incomplete. Lakota East, for the second time in a row, forced a punt.
And Dylan Fry, he had that wide open in the first half, and he didn't see Jakari Patterson run right in front of that one. Jakari Patterson was looking for his second pick 6 of the year, but it just goes right off his hands.
Yeah, you're kind of limited with your pass selection when you're running the same formation over and over again. Well, that seam pass, if it's there, it's big. If it's not, it's dangerous. You're thrown into traffic. Javon Hicks back for the Colerain Cardinals.
There's the punt. It's a good one. It's a high one, but right to Hicks. He takes it. Makes one man miss. He's back beyond his own 40 now. Makes another man miss. Just get positive yards, Javon, and he does. He stays on his feet. He's going to be taken out to about the 40, I'll say 46-yard line. We'll see where they mark him.
That whole time you're just thinking, Javon, call a fair catch. Javon, call a fair catch. Javon, hold on to the football. Javon, hold on to the football.
Exactly right.
You want your playmakers to make play, but you're right. You're absolutely right on that one. That one's, we don't see what he sees in front of him, and it's nice to have the courage.
No, we know exactly what's in front of him. It's a whole lot of white blur coming at him, and it
Yep.
does a fantastic job of making the play.
So 34 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Colerain nursing a 17-13 lead with the ball. Have an opportunity here to kind of maybe put a little distance between them and Lakota East. Right now, it's only a 4-point difference. There's the handoff to the fullback. Takes it up the middle. Going to pick up about 4 yards, maybe 5 on that play.
Yeah, Ivan Pace just right up the middle.
I haven't called Ivan's name a lot tonight, that's for sure.
Well, Lakota East has said, hey, you're not going to beat us up the middle. They know this offense. I mean, Rick Haynes runs a very similar offense. They know that it's based on the fullbacks, and they've known Colerain's leading rush is Pace, and they're saying, okay, Leyendecker, you're going to beat us.
And that will be the final play of the third quarter after 3 quarters of play here at Colerain High School. It's your Colerain Cardinals 17, the Lakota East Thunderhawks 13.
And special thanks go to everybody from Waycross Community Media that's out here. We've got guys in the truck. These are all volunteers. Thanks to Tony Suarez and his entire crew. The guys on the camera, the guys in the booth. If you liked what you see and want to be part of a future broadcast, www.waycross.tv/volunteer. We'll show it up and you'll find him. There's one of our guys up there. Give us a wave. Look at that. A cameraman taking a picture of a cameraman. Now, you got to take a shot of him. Take a shot of him. You got me? Tony, get him. There we go.
Again,
let's go cameraman to cameraman to cameraman. Show off our volunteers here.
You can reach us in the booth here live at wearecolerain.com, radio.
There we go. Thank you, guys.
Wearecolerain.com, or the live chat. Wanted to give thanks out to some people chiming in. Give a thanks out to Roy, Trisha, Paul, and some random guy 4132. I wasn't just saying that. That's literally his username.
That's username 4132?
4132.
How does he spell that?
Some random guy. There's no.
Colerain with one more home game left on the year. In 2 weeks, they'll be back here to play the other Lakota school, Lakota West. And we're very happy to say Waycross will be here again. So another high-quality performance coming in 2 weeks. Gunnar Leyendecker taking the ball, faking the handoff, keeping it himself, making a few men miss, staying on his feet. And he's going to be very close to the first down. He stretched with that ball.
I don't think they gave him the stretch.
They didn't give him the stretch. So
that's garbage.
We're not really sure if his knee was down. Looked like he was on top of the defender. And on 3rd down and 1, we're calling that big package out here. We're going to see a couple of the Boltons, a couple of linebackers, bringing in extra offensive linemen, and You know, we've seen them do a lot out of this. The last couple of weeks, we've seen Bolden run the ball. We've seen Pace run the ball. We've seen him throw a pass.
Yep, that's Jonathan Hudson, 63, the offensive lineman in there, along with Dan and Luke Bolden. It's only 1 yard. There's the handoff.
And there's 2 yards for the first down.
Yep, Ivan Pace Jr. takes it across the 50 and into Lakota East territory for the first down.
I tell you what, how do you like to be a defender? You've got 2 Boldens at roughly 210 pounds apiece, and then Pace. Which one are you going to take on? But I tell you what, a gutsy play and a nice tackle. That was number 6 is Jackson Leahy.
You know what I see for the first time tonight? Take a look at the Lakota East defense. They've got their hands on their hips.
Well, it was a long drive last time.
Yep, and they're out there again. So this Colerain offense is beginning to do what we expect them to do, and that's wear down a defense.
Still only 4 points up.
Absolutely. There's the handoff once again across the middle to Ivan Pace Jr. And as soon as I say that, the defense steps up. Ivan's going to pick up 2 yards on the play, but a helmet goes flying. This time that's number 44. Needs to keep the hat on.
Yeah, Kobe Bowler makes the stop on the outside. We called his name a lot from the defensive end position.
What's up with all the helmets flying? I mean, do they not, strap them up? I mean, aren't they supposed to be tight on your head?
You would think.
You would think.
Says the person who never put one on.
I have put one on. Yes, sir, I have.
In a live game situation.
No, absolutely not.
In the backyard with the kids.
No, and it had a big sticker on it that said not to be used for actual football. So, well, I'm being honest. I'm telling you the truth.
2nd down and 9.
Gunner takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps himself. He's got some room, and he pitches it to Deontay Smith-Moore, who puts the ball on the ground, and it looks like it's headed out of bounds, and it's going to go out of bounds. But Deontay Smith-Moore had enough for the first down and got hit from behind and fumbled it, thankfully, out of bounds.
Lakota East, fortuitous bounce earlier. This time, Colerain gets it. Deontay Smith-Moore takes the late pitch, has got a seam, gets the outside. Nice strip. He's got to protect that ball. He wasn't hit that hard. That was 21. That was Quentin Moss Jr. gets him from behind. When you get in traffic, 2 hands on the ball, secure it, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Nothing. Actually gained 3 yards on the fumble this time.
Fortuitous read as well for Lakota East. Gives it, Gunnar Linedecker gives that to Ivan Pace at 6 points.
Up the middle?
Yeah.
So the ball will be spotted to the 31-yard line. Colerain with the first down.
Slight clock issue is fixed, and they reset the play ready.
There we go. Under center. Gunner takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, looks for some room. He's going to keep it, going to take it down all the way to the 25-yard line. So good keep by Gunner.
And a good read. He saw immediately that the pitch man was taken, and he just kind of got behind his veer block in the edge. He knows he's not going to break it big, but he's going to get it enough and pick up 6 yards.
Shoot, we could pick up 6 yards every time by me. That's fine.
It's that simple, Chris.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All you got to do is run the ball. You get 6 yards per carry, right?
Time.
It's just that easy. Sincere Jones in motion. Takes the handoff once again. Gunner keeps it. He's going to pick up another
about
3 yards on the play.
And he gets a little bit extra bear, but he was down. But that's what I see here. Take the positive yards. You're not going to break the long one, but there's enough seam to get positive yards, 3rd down and 1.
He was not down.
Yeah, he was not down. He was tackled and rolled.
I mean, the ball.
Whistle blew.
Whistle blew. So
whistle blew.
It doesn't really matter. It's a moot point because the whistle blew. But
3rd down and 1.
Ganella, Davis, Aaron Schwinner, Feth, and Kroger need to make a big play here.
Yep.
Let's go offensive line.
Need 1 yard. Sincere in motion. Fakes the handoff to Ivan Pace Jr. Takes it, cuts it inside. Good move by Gunner. He cut on the inside of his block, takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. First down for the Colerain Cardinals.
And like they have all year, they're just wearing down Lakota East offense. And this time, Gunnar Linedecker, this drive has been really him making the reads, taking what the defense gives them. And it's a 1st and goal for the Colerain Cardinals at the 10-yard line.
Where have we seen that before?
I think more times this year that the Colerain Cardinals have 1st down and goal at the 10-yard line than almost any other down.
So there's a counter off to Sincere Jones. He takes it, cuts it across the middle. Immediately hit by number 48, but good yard gain by Sincere.
They'll take it down, take the defender all the way down to about the 6-yard line.
Here it is. You can see the replay. Sincere on the counter. He takes it, gets by 50, lowers his head, but good tackle by number 48. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a seam there, but good pursuit by the middle linebackers. Close that up quick.
This has been a great football game. 8 minutes, coming up on 8 minutes left to go. Colerain up 17-13. Gunner under center, takes the ball, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. He's going to run it into the end zone, untouched. Touchdown, Cardinals! Gunnar Leyendecker.
That was all Leyendecker, that drive, and his offensive line. They decided, Lakota East did, to stop the fullback. And this is what we call a weight room drive. They just kind of wore him out, as you said. That last sustained drive took up about 8 minutes of that whole quarter. And this time, Lakota East just looked tired. And they went straight at him, worked the ball down the field. Colerain now up 24-13, extra point pending.
Martini for the hold, gets it down. Ponting's snap is good. The kick by Mangold is through. And at the 7:56 mark of the fourth quarter, it's Colerain Cardinals 24. The Thunderhawks of Lakota East 13.
That's got to make you feel good if you're a Colerain fan, because it's exactly what we expect to see from the offense. Nothing overly flashy. Just smart, fundamental triple option football.
And the thing, too, it also does, up 2 scores, not that much time left, especially for the Lakota East offense, is you change the dynamic, what they have to do. They're not going to be they're still going to go triple option here on this first drive. But you got to think you're changing the pace that Lakota East likes to play. You're changing their playbook to something they're not necessarily as comfortable with.
Yep.
Running it up the middle with their workhorse may not be there as much. So you've made it easier on your defense by making it uncomfortable for the Lakota East offense.
But they've also shown the big strike capability, the long pass for the touchdown, the long pass for the first down earlier in the first quarter. They do have the ability. We've seen him throw. They don't throw a lot, but they can when they do it. So Colerain, defense to be tested right here with 7:56 left to play.
Mangold set to kick.
Mangold, typically at home when he's putting balls into the end zone, he's kicking the opposite way. So we'll see what he does here. I don't know that I've seen him put one in the end zone kicking this way. Love to see him get his foot underneath and just keep it away from one. That's a pretty good kick. It's got some height on it, and it is into the end zone. So he got some juice behind that one and put it into the end zone. And that's a big play for special teams, not letting Lakota East bring it out.
Well, this is the first time when we've had some rain and windy days the last couple games. A lot of heat. This is a perfect night. Thin air, very little breeze.
I'll tell you what, there is not any breeze at all. It is stifling for a October night.
Really is.
Couple score updates. Centerville 42, Lebanon 7, St. X 42, LaSalle 7.
I'm guessing St. X probably put in all their backup JV in that game, up 42-7 at halftime.
So Fry back under center.
He takes it, fakes the handoff, does the counter, and there's some room around the side. He's got it, and he's on his feet. That's number 1. Once again, Jeff Garcia runs up enough to get a first down, plus some.
Yeah, they run the simple counter there out of the I formation, and again, Colerain a little bit caught inside. Eric Phillips, your defensive end linebacker usually plays that side, get not on the field. Looked like Kyle Bolden got kind of caught up. Nice block by the right tackle. A first down for Lakota East out to their own 35.
So to your point, Brandon, they're not going to do anything they're not comfortable with. Still plenty of time for them to run their offense. The Colerain defense has got to step up once again. Fry takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps himself. Probably not a good decision on his part as he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage. May have fallen forward for a yard.
Good play by Dan Bolden. The fullback was tackled right away. He even maybe got 1 yard. Forces Fry to keep it himself, but there's nowhere for him to go. Dan Bolden's right there, limits him to 1 yard. So it's just a good defensive play by Colerain.
Couple other scores: Elder 35, Moeller 14, and by request, Columbus DeSales 28, Edgewood 3. Ask and you shall receive.
How about
by request?
That?
Where was that request from? From our comment page?
Yeah,
Yep.
that was from the chat room. Fry drops back, looks at pass, rolls, throws it. It's
Patterson.
And it's picked off by Jakari Patterson. And there's nobody in front of him. Make it a Colerain touchdown.
Earlier he missed the interception to get it took, and we got a kind of a celebration penalty.
You know what? That's garbage.
Well, it's a high school rule. There's
let the kid
you can
enjoy
celebrate,
it.
but the dance he did, I believe it's called, not the celebration, not the pile up.
No,
it's
No, it was the dance.
No. Let the kid celebrate.
I know,
Yeah,
but
that-
He
It's
did nothing.
garbage.
He did nothing to rub it in. He did nothing but jump right in front of the route by Dylan Fry. Ivan Pace forces the throw, and Jakari Patterson turns on the jets after he gets the ball, and he's in for 6. Second defensive touchdown.
Well,
of the
they
year.
don't like it when you spin the ball. They don't like the dance. They don't like the multiple players involved in the celebration.
Also, so you can't celebrate with your team that you spent all summer working 2-a-days through?
Yeah, man, I'm with, what's his name in those Pepsi commercials. I want Andre Villanueva doing donuts in the end zone.
Until they change the rules, you have to follow it.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to.
You don't. All you got to do is bend him.
I mean, he didn't.
But
he,
you know
he
what?
made the choice not to.
Yeah, that's one of
And
those.
I'm fine with that. I got no problem with that at all.
Mangold's kick is up, and it's good. And with 7 minutes to play in the ball game, it's the Colerain Cardinals 31, the Lakota East Thunderhawks 13.
That's the second interception return for a touchdown on the air for Jakari Patterson. His first one, I believe, check me here, was at Middletown, correct?
That is correct.
So the Colerain defense has been very opportunistic this year in doing what they needed to do, and in a situation like that, really forced Lakota East to do something again that they're not overly comfortable doing. Coming into this game, Fry only had 204 receiving passing yards on the entire season. Through 6 games, 200 yards.
And that was a whole team effort. You had your whole DB secondaries, your linebacking core stay home on the play action. You had Ivan Pace apply the pressure that forced Dylan Fry to throw the ball from an uncomfortable, not set position. Under duress, he throws it into coverage, and Jakari Patterson is there to step in front of the route, take it, hit the Jets, and score 6 points.
And that's just probably a lot of film work right there. Jakari Patterson jumped the route even before it was thrown.
Yeah, and that's the second jump that Jakari's made that we see. We saw him back here make a great move, and he jumped and tackled the running back in the
Trying
backfield.
all that post seam that they had earlier. Yeah, he just missed that one. But when you run the triple option, you have limited guys to throw it to, which makes it slightly easy to cover if you've got slightly better athletes. And if you put in the film work and you're in the better position, it makes plays easier.
With the 15-yard celebration penalty, the Cardinals will kick off from their own 25-yard line. Couple score updates real quick. Withrow 28, Walnut Hills 21, Sycamore 21, Hamilton 7.
Maybe a pooch here?
Exactly what we're going to
pump it
get.
to an area.
And J.J. Davis returns it.
Unbelievable. J.J. Davis picks it up and takes it out of bounds, but keeps it in bounds. And let me tell you something. That is all on Chris Mangold. He put that ball exactly where he's instructed to put it, and J.J. Davis came like a streak of lightning and picked it up.
Hey, wait, the best celebration, if we see will be no flag on the plate, the special teams coaches on the sidelines. I've never seen coaches hug like that during a game, but they're celebrating themselves. But you're exactly right. You watching films and you see a hole, and he kicked it right to that hole. He can't advance that fumble, but you hit an up man, which with a 50 number, so I'm guessing a linebacker, is not as quick getting to that gap where that ball landed as J.J. Davis.
And you saw, you mentioned Mangold. You saw everyone congratulate J.J. Davis. He made a spectacular athletic play to get this ball before it went out of bounds. But then you saw everyone else.
Yeah,
the
turn to your
Boldens,
kicker.
the coaches, all of the defensive players who just were out there.
Yep.
They went directly to Chris Mangold and gave him the congratulations.
Mangold was left kind of all by himself back at the 35.
Well, he's a kicker.
And then all of a sudden you see Dan Bolden come out and give him a big hug. That's Sincere Jones in motion. He's going to take the handoff from Gunnar Leyendecker. He's going to pick up 5 yards on the play down to the 35-yard line. So the Colerain offense has got it again.
And you see it all the time when the running back score a touchdown. They'll kind of do that jump into an offensive lineman, and the offensive lineman kind of hold him up there. You saw Dan Bolden do that to the kicker. So not often kicker doesn't get a touchdown, but he does something fantastic like that. He gets his own celebration.
Well, that's the only thing. The kicker only celebrates when he's done something well. Other than that, he's the kicker.
6:24 left to go in the game. Colerain with a 31-13 lead, and after recovering the kick, fakes the handoff, pitches it. Let's see what he can do with J.J. Davis. He's going to plant his foot, cut it back across the middle. Well defensed by Lakota East. They're not quitting, and they're not going away. It's positive yards on it. They're going to allow him all the way down to the 30, what is that, about the 34, maybe the 33? They're
well defensed, but not well blocked either on the edge.
True.
Again, give credit to the Lakota East cornerbacks for getting off. Smith Moore out there got beat by his man.
Yeah, they've got it marked right at about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd down and 3, probably 4-down territory. You've got to lead a little too far for a field goal if you don't get this.
That play right there, that play right there really changed the momentum because Lakota East had an opportunity even after the touchdown, interception return for a touchdown, to maybe climb back into this, but this changes everything. Gunnar drops back, looks to pass. He's got some room. He's got some room.
Run it.
He's going to run it. He does exactly what he should do. Protects the ball, runs it, takes it all the way down to the 20-yard line. It'll be first down, Colerain. Brandon, were you thinking he was going to try and throw it?
And he was, but it was also a good play in a scramble drill by Linedecker and Deontay Smith-Moore in combination. The initial play action rollout's not there, so it turns the other way. And you're going to see he looks up, and Deontay Smith-Moore's got a run-pass option in front of there. And if the defender came up, he would have thrown over top to Deontay Smith-Moore, but the defender follows DSM on the route. That gives space for Linedecker to pick up the first down.
Deontay Smith-Moore out, Dan Bolden in.
Well, I guess we know what's coming, right?
I don't know what's coming.
We're just going to see a run right behind Dan Bolden is what we're going to see.
You think so? Huh? There we go. Yep. There's the handoff to Ivan Pace Jr. He takes it, tucks it in the middle. He's into the open field. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And you know what? He didn't run initially behind Bolden. Dan Bolden took his man 15 yards past the line of scrimmage.
I'm sorry.
And Ivan Pace waited and waited.
All right,
Right here.
we can let this replay roll, as you see
Dan
it.
Bolden blows one man up, and then he
Gets
finds
another
the
one.
defensive back.
Ivan Pace cuts it back.
And then he just keeps on him, and waits. Dan Bolden in there as a linebacker.
Let's let this replay roll and see.
Dan is still
Keep
working
going.
to the outside. He's still working.
We got to apologize. This isn't intentional to the referee, but Ivan Pace is going to try to give the ball to the ref. As the extra point goes up, Ivan Pace tries to give the ball back to the referee, but the referee looks away, and the ball hit the referee right in the head. I apologize.
We have it.
Yep. Right in the back of the head. Well,
I mean, it wasn't intentional.
No, he did what he's supposed to do.
But,
You toss the ball to the ref. That's what you're taught to do, apparently. And what great play here by the Waycross crew. Doink!
A classic.
Whoopsie!
What? I tell you what, volunteer camera crew, guys in the truck, you guys, thank you for that. That was
Waycross, you
shot
rock.
of the night. Shot of the night.
4:50 to go. The extra point is good, and we're enjoying ourselves now because this is what we kind of expected to see in the first half, and it took them a while to get there. But your Colerain Cardinals have opened up a 38-13 lead.
Hey, we laughed at their expense, but we got to give credit to this referee crew. They've done a fantastic job, and you know an officiating crew is doing a good job when you're not talking about them. We had a couple disagreements. I thought they were all good calls.
Yeah,
but
they've done a great job.
I think the most important thing for officiating crew is kind of managing the game. And they've never slowed down the game. They've never been an issue with – and a lot of times you see that coaches get upset with calls one way or the other, but they're more upset when the flow of the game is disrupted, and they've done a good job keeping this game going.
Well, and I've always said, too, if you don't notice the referees, they're doing their job. And they've made their calls, and we might have agreed with a couple of them and disagreed with a couple of them, but you're absolutely correct. They have not been a factor. They've done this is a very good crew.
This is as much – of a turnaround half to half as we've seen all year for Colerain. They have outscored Lakota East 28-0 in the second half of this game. There's Mangold, gets his foot underneath that one. He's going to kick it. It's going to be short of the end zone, taking it to 5, out to the 10, the 15, the 20. There's some open space. Man's on his feet, going to take it all the way out close to midfield. So special teams not really coming through there. Lakota East is going to have good starting field position, but
a late
with
flag,
four
flag behind the play. Garcia gets a big run. We've seen him. He's explosive.
He
Only
is
5'7", but he gets a little bit of a seam and gets through there.
He can move, no doubt about it.
And that's one of those plays too, where you're like your Colerain, everyone and Lakota East. This game, the outcome is known, so both teams are kind of on the edge of, well, do we let off the gas? Do we not let off the gas? And I think you saw some players for both teams are kind of let off the gas, but Garcia definitely did not. He found some space and made the big game.
And very far behind the play, almost after the play, a couple of players from either team kind of jawing back and forth.
A personal foul will be called on Lakota East, however. It's a 15-yard penalty, and I think they're going to call it from the spot.
Yeah,
so it was near
almost near the 50. What is it, 47-yard line? And it's going to bring it all the way back to the 19.
Yep. So a big penalty for Lakota East, and their bad night just got worse. Let's be honest, their bad fourth quarter just got a lot worse. You say it's 28-0 in the second half.
Yeah.
It's 21-0 here in the fourth quarter.
Well, only one possession of the third quarter.
No, they had a touchdown in the third quarter.
I know. That's why I said 21.
Yep.
Nothing in the fourth quarter. Or at least I meant to.
I think that's what you said. I think you got it.
And someone jumped.
False start. be a 5-yard penalty against Lakota East, knock them back another 5 yards. The proverbial wheels have come off. That's the only phrase I can think of to best describe it. I mean, kudos to Lakota East. They came in here and as we said at halftime, smacked Colerain in the mouth. There's no doubt about it. They played toe-to-toe and better than Colerain in the first half, and as a result, they had a lead at halftime, 13-10. Something that a very, very few GMC teams can say against Colerain at the cage over the past decade. But Colerain has kind of reminded the world who it is exactly they are here in the second half, and they have brought the wood, so to speak, against this Lakota East team.
Couple other score updates. Princeton 17, West 7.
Oh, my.
Fairfield 41, Oak Hills nothing. Anderson was up 34-6. It's now 34-20 over West Claremont. So that's a possible first-round opponent for the Colerain Cardinals, dare we say, come playoff time.
We see a replay of the first play. It's just a counter to the right Stout. Ethan Stout stays home. 5-yard loss. Oh, excuse me, no loss. They had 5 yards from the penalty. So second down and 15.
There's a handoff right up the middle again to DeBrosi, and I'm going to kind of talk here and to our stat guys, so just bear with me.
All right, we'll call the game. You do what you need to do, Chris.
Nothing special there by DeBrosi. It's going to be a minimal game. Another possible playoff opponent for the Colerain Cardinals. Milford leads Kings 21-14 in the end of 3 quarters.
So he'll pick up 2 yards on that play. Being a third down and almost 14. Still out of the I formation. 2 wide receivers.
Fry tried to get the pitch off. It's on the ground.
That is a sign of a rattled offense.
Well, it's a little bit of that,
and
but
fired up defense.
It's all that too, but it's also Lakota East is in the mode. They know the outcome. They're not going to do anything fancy. They're not going to do anything besides basic inside and outside veer, and that's just sort of not a full effort there from the Lakota East offense. Understandably down as many scores as they are.
So here's something for you. The GMC's leading rusher, Jack DeBrosi, we talked about him going into the game, had 49 yards at halftime. As of right now, he's at 50 yards.
52 with that last carry.
52 with that last carry.
Fair catch by Hicks.
On the Cardinal head. That's a smart move.
So really the Cardinals are going to hold the leading rusher to 3 yards in the second half.
Cardinal fans, just a reminder.
So that all being said,
Fairfield High School
that sets up a large matchup next week for the Colerain Cardinals.
We've got to travel strong. It's an away game, so we will be there to broadcast. But as you realize, with the high school athletic rules, it will be audio only. So if you want to see the game, and we want you there, we don't want you listening to us next week.
Yeah,
please come to the game and fill the stands.
Yeah, if you're within the 513 area code, you should not be listening or watching our live video of a scoreboard next week. You need to get to Fairfield. There's a handoff right in the middle, and Colerain's going to keep this as vanilla as possible.
Yeah,
to run this clock
handoff to Hamaz Abdul-Wahid, a fullback.
Yep.
And he picks up 3 yards.
Complete substitution, second team's in.
Talking a little bit about next week, as we can look ahead to that matchup against Fairfield. They are laying the wood tonight, so they're going to come into the game undefeated in the GMC. Colerain is going to be undefeated in the GMC. Barring any catastrophes, the final 2 weeks of the year against Lakota West and Oak Hills, for Colerain next week is the de facto GMC championship game.
Hamaz Abdul-Wahid for 3 more yards.
Fairfield started off the season a little bit slow on offense. They've found their stride and they're scoring some big points. But I tell you what, they got some of the biggest names, not only in the city but the state. But number one, the big tackle, number 1 tackle in the country, one of the top 10 players in the state. And I tell you what, the one I like to watch, they've got a defensive end. I tell you what, he is signed with UC. They got a monster on defense, too.
Yeah, Malik Van caused us all kinds of problems last time we saw him. No reason to think he won't do it again. Deontay Smith-Moore in at fullback. In at quarterback.
Handoff to Hamaz Abdul-Wahid is met immediately in the backfield. And it'll be 4th down for the Cardinals.
Yeah, they're not doing anything. It's not a read option. They're just running straight dives to the fullback, running out the clock.
Yep. So again, we want to take a minute and thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. 1:15 left to go here in the game as the clock continues to run here on wearecolerain.com. On our website, if you want to come back and watch this game at a later time, you can do that a couple of different ways. Obviously, you can watch it on our YouTube. However, if you'd like to sit in the comfort of your home and you don't have a smart TV, you can pull it up via Waycross and their playback schedule can be found right on our front page at wearecolerain.com. You'll see a PDF there you can launch and see all the playback times for your channels for your particular service of cable. So we encourage you to take a look at that. And again, encourage you next week, Colerain will be on the road at Fairfield, and really can't stress this enough. They have a great following. They have a great student section. So if you're in the Colerain area, the Cincinnati area, and you can make it to Fairfield next week, highly encourage you to make it out there because it's going to be a phenomenal game, and it will not be easy. Fairfield, as you mentioned, Brian, is scoring and scoring and scoring some more. It's going to be a real challenge for this team to come back. I'll tell you this, if they play next week the first half the way they played this week first half, it's going to be an uphill battle to pull out of there with a victory. And there's nothing Fairfield would love more than to end the streak next week at home.
Well, Colerain's going to leave the offense out there. No, they're not going to leave the offense out there. At 4th down and 3. Ball at their own 40, or at the Lakota East 42. They are going to kick the ball.
You're correct. They are going to punt.
Sean Church back for the Lakota East.
For the Lakota East. Under a minute left to go here in the game. It's a line drive punt by Colerain. Caught and then immediately tackled inside the 10-yard line. 45 seconds left to go. Lakota East will take over, trailing 38-13.
Yeah, that punt was, I'm going to try to kick it as hard as possible because I don't want to return. Try to kick it into the end zone.
No, I think he was just trying to kick it and let it bounce and see where it happens. I might disagree with that. He just kind of kicked it. A nice play by Church. That ball was bouncing up. If he let it go, Colerain can pin him a little bit deeper. Doesn't get anything on the return, but then again, the kick doesn't go any further.
Fellas, as we wind down this game, what happened in the second half?
Attitude.
What changed?
Attitude.
It had nothing to do with attitude. The Colerain Cardinal coaching staff made adjustments. They saw Gunner
I knew he
linebacker.
I disagree with him, so he's going to disagree.
Attitude. That's like someone who doesn't understand football says. No offense.
No offense.
Oh, none taken.
with all due respect.
You saw the adjustments. With all due respect, I have to disagree with that. That opinion is nonsense.
That's like saying not to offend.
Not to offend.
Not to offend, but
not
you're
to offend
wrong.
you. But you saw Gunner linebacker really change the way he was in the first half. He was holding it and trying to stretch out. East was letting them have it. They decided in the second half to get quick pitches. They changed up a little formation. On defense, as the Colerain Cardinals clean up here for what we presume is the last play. You saw the defense make adjustments and then really shut down Nabrosi and held him to just 3 yards in the second half.
The clock winds down, 2, 1, and triple zeros on the board. Your Colerain Cardinals continue the streak and beat the Lakota East Thunderhawks here at home by the final of 38-13. For Brian Wyatt, Brandon Wyatt, Mike Rourke, Jason Helfrich, Alex Kaiser, Tony Suarez, and all of the phenomenal volunteers with Waycross Community Media, we thank you for watching this broadcast. We'll see you again for the next Colerain Cardinal football broadcast in 2 weeks when they welcome the Lakota West Firebirds here at Colerain High School.